Hello, beautiful people. How are you going? I feel like I haven't been in here for a little hot minute. Things have been quite full and abundant, which is amazing. So, I haven't done a live for a little bit. So I thought I would jump in here and do a card reading for you all. So we had the most amazing new moon in Virgo last night. So for me, Virgo is my opposite sign and is an amazing, really practical, tasks based. In my mind, particularly growing up as a Piscean, sort of like really boring because it's all about, being good at tasks and being responsible and all this kind of stuff. Hi, Anita. I was like, oh, Virgo schmogo. But meanwhile, I love it now because, the more that you can get done all of your little tasks, the easier your life is. Otherwise, things just build up around you and just like, God, I need someone to feng shui my house. Meanwhile, it's like if you just do your little tasks as you go, it doesn't build up. So I'm loving that, the Virgo vibes actually. And, we went through a lot in August. There was so many spiritual downloads and everything happening. I don't know how you guys all went. Anyone that I've talked to about it had quite an intense time in up-leveling and letting go of old identity and stepping into new identity and all that kind of stuff. So September is set to be really good. There's a lot happening astrologically, particularly from the 10th onwards. So the advice really is around being aware that a lot of aspects are happening to Venus. And Venus is the goddess. Venus is the divine feminine. So there's lots of aspects happening that are not necessarily super peaceful or harmonious. So it's really a lot about whether you're a man or a woman, really honoring the feminine and having space for reflection, self-care, creativity, the muse, that there's no reason at all to justify not caring for yourself and not nurturing and all of that kind of stuff. So hey Samantha. So yeah, it's really it is good vibes in September so far for sure, Sam. So yeah, I'm really liking it. The astrologers that I follow are saying that, the astrological climate for the rest of the month from the 10th is probably going to be, the possibility of arguments and stuff like that is in the air. So if there's anything like that around you, just be calm, love yourself, get enough sleep, eat well, all of that kind of stuff. And then you'll find that it's like when people act crazy or whatever, that you just be like, okay, someone's having a bad day. Let's just go in the other room, whatever it might be. Unless you need to talk it out and then try and, be calm and loving, all that kind of stuff. So today we have the Angelic Messenger cards. So these are really beautiful flower cards, and I'm really drawn to flowers. That's part of the feminine magic that I'm drawn to. Liquid crystal oracles. So this guy, he's an Australian guy. I believe he was born in Australia. Oh no, it says grew up in the magical Pacific Islands of Vanuatu, but I'm pretty sure he lives here now. Yeah. Well, he teaches throughout Australia. Anywho, Justin. So these are really amazing liquid crystals. So vibrational essences similar to the flower essences, but with crystals. So it's a way of having the crystalline energies without necessarily having to dig up more of the crystals out of the earth. He's making the vibrational essences from the crystals that you then can take orally or make them into sprays and then spray them into the room and use them for auric cleansers and things like that. So it's really amazing. I don't think he's really got the pictures in here. Anyhow, I'll show you. They're really pretty. So really high vibration cards and high vibration energies we're working with there. And then we're going to be using the Soma cards. So again, this is vibrational essences. They come in bottles like this. There's a whole range. So there's other bottles you can get called Pomandas, Archangeloi, all different ones that are really attuned to each of the either archetypes or angels or ascended masters that they represent. And so it's a tarot deck, and it's an amazing deck because it has 2 major arcana in it, and the major arcana are the big turning points or significators in your life journey and story arc of your life that are more powerful than, you know, all your other cards that would be, you know, ace through 10, and then your page, queen, cups, page, queen, king, and princess. It depends on the deck anyhow, which ones you have. So your court cards essentially. So there's 2 of them. There's the outward journey and then there's the return journey. And so what it means is, like, you've started working with a particular, let's say, initiation of your life. It would be the outward journey. And then the return journey is when you've kind of reached some level of mastery and you're coming back home to yourself with those learnings, and perhaps really thinking about starting to share those with others or ground those more into your life or what have you. So I've done a mirror reading, so that's why I've got the 3. So it's like the 3 same placement, 3 cards, and tells a bit of a story. And then I do past, present, future, so left to right. And then I've got above is the conscious, below is the subconscious, and then an action card. I'll take photos and put them in the comments and stuff so you guys can see as well. So let's go. Amber, laughter. I think it's important for us to remember our sense of humor and to start to bring more lightness and fun to whatever situation we possibly can. And, you know, if we're watching movies and stuff, we can go like the comedy route would be good. Let's start to raise the vibe with some humor and some laughter. Be around friends that make you laugh would be good. And just, I don't know, remember to laugh as much as you can, you know? So yeah, it's that's a beautiful reminder. Yeah, and I like that because, like, amber is like, what is it? Is it honey? It's something like that's been crystallized over time. It's something, I have to look at exactly what it is, but you know, you find insects and things in amber. So it's like things that have crystallized over time. So it's like to almost like thaw out your sense of humor from what's been kind of stuck and, you know, sticky and gluey and all that kind of stuff, and set it free, set your joy free. The star. So Archangel Gabriel helps us to develop our skills in whatever our area of our gifts are, and then sharing them with the world. So you see this, you know, she's, so it can be Archangel Gabriel. I've had this archangel come to me as a feminine essence, but also more often actually for myself as a masculine. He's super protective and he's badass, and he'll like go and, you know, like Archangel Michael, work with you with seriously like underworld stuff that you might have to deal with and give you protection. And to fortify, you know, your soul, your courage, so that you can temper and weather any storm that you might have to go through initiation as a soul in this incarnation. So this is to remember that you are the star of your own show. You're not a cameo in someone else's show. How do you want to shine? Okay, so laughter and be the star. Synchronicity. So know that there's help happening, that you have help available from the universe, stepping in, bringing people in, magic and all that kind of stuff. If you're shining your light, they can find you. If you have a good time and laugh and be buoyant and what have you in your spirit, people will be drawn to you and good things will happen. In your subconscious, love. So remembering to love yourself, love others, and that if you wish for more love in your life, that it is coming. That it is our up to us to make space for it. It's so your jam, Sam. So awesome. Yeah, so really remember, you know, you can ask for things, but if you haven't made space for it, like let's say your schedule's like overpacked, where's the space for the love, you know? And like, I know that it sounds, thank you, Anita, for describing that fossilized resin. Resin was the word I was looking for. I was like, what is that? Extinct coniferous. Oh, I love you. Thank you so much for that description. That's really cool. So yeah, it's a beautiful energy, this love energy, but if we don't make space for it, it may as well not even be there. So remember to let it in. That's Charles Winston knocking, saying, let me out. I want to be out with the love. One sec. Out you go. Be good. A little bit high maintenance poochies. A little bit pampered, let's say. So the universe, Archangel Zadkiel. So to really remember that the universe has your back and that good things are coming. There's a real softness in this energy as well. And I mean, I guess that's a message of the divine feminine, is to be in your softness, to be in your trust and flow, to let things come to you and happen sometimes, not always forcing all the time, pushing, making it happen, you know, like it's all good to have that. And sometimes you do need to get off your ass and make things happen, of course. There's a point at which if we're doing that all the time, we can hit burnout, and like the universe is like, gonna let me do something. You know, so yeah, the universe is there to help you. Yeah, this is actually interesting because it says the middle road. So Amazonite, that's a very high vibration crystal as well, but it just reminds you, you know, to work in that nature, the rhythms of nature. So yeah, sure, nature can be extreme as well, let's be honest. However, it always lives in balance and harmony with itself. So to have the love, we need to know the universe has our back, and just allow the universe to help us sometimes and walk the middle road, not one of extremes. Otherwise, this, you know, let's say as a person, this coming in a romantic sense, if you're like carrying on like a pork chop with like extreme like overwork and whatever, they'll just be like, geez, there's not even any room for me in her life or his life, you know. Yeah, so remember that, to allow the love, be balanced. In the past, which one should we start with? Here we go. So the devil, it's like, and that's a return journey too. So it's like, see how they're seeing things clearly, they're all seeing eye. And then the angel wings as well. It's like they've gone through that initiation of the temptation of, you know, everything to do with the ego and overcoming it. So what has been your test? I mean, I know I went through a massive ego death last month. Like, it was really, really intense. So the death of an old identity and the real embodiment of a new identity. So, you know, it was really hardcore, and I spoke to a lot of people going through that exact same thing. It's a little bit disorientating, to say the least. So we can, if we go through these intense transformations, think, what's happening? Have I been forsaken? Like, no, the universe totally loves you, and it's a case of not to give into, you know, the feelings that we might be processing out and think that's our reality. It's just literally our old shadow stuff purging out. We just gotta, just like vomit, you just gotta vomit it out. It's not like you get attached to what's coming out of you. Just like, glad that's out, flush. So just know that ego purging has been happening in a big way, and that we're coming out the other side into expansiveness. So I mean, just again, you got to let yourself expand, let yourself fly and thrive and shine and build, you know, your network and connections and possibilities and new ways of relating, even new activities, new things that we want to learn. And it's just like creating space, like expand into the space of what, who you are and what your potential is as well. Sometimes it's not about cramming our schedule even more full with more things. It's about having space and just letting it be space as well, which is nice. As you're right, focus. So what is it that you want to focus on? What do you want? And focus on the good. Because with this, you know, we can, with this one, the devil, we can focus on, you know, the bad, the ego or what's leaving, or we can focus on where we're going, what we want. How cool are those colors? I love it. Again, azurite is a really nice high vibration crystal. So we've got a lot of these purple turquoise vibes going on. And so these are like really Atlantean kind of energies to me. So very advanced, intuitive energies. So with that, you know, it's always a case of working with your gifts and your intuitive powers with integrity. So really owning your power and using it in the most loving ways possible. In your conscious, citrine, abundance. Everybody loves abundance, you know. And this is interesting because that goes really well with the theme. That's the orange. So we've got the sacral chakra energies going on. So know that you are creating. You're a divine creatrix or creator, co-creating with the universe. And so what do you want? And it might be different than it was last month. So this is like the crystal that all, you know, people get that want to manifest financial abundance. That's in the conscious. So focus on creating, you know, prosperity for yourself and you will have it. You know, assuming that you're cleaning out your negative beliefs about such things as you go, and know that that's a process as well. And if you need help, there's plenty of amazing coaches out there who do this specific kind of work, like my beautiful friends at Wide for Wealth, you know, helping you to program your mind so that you allow abundance into your life if you've had issues with that, or even if you haven't really, you just want to start to make money in new ways through, you know, crypto and investing and stuff like that. You go to people who know how to do it. There's all different people, but those are people that I know, that I trust, and that are amazing. Michelle and Jason at Life Wealth. Mwah, love you guys. So, 6 of Cups. So this one is that nostalgic, beautiful, have fun with your friends energy. A lot of memories coming up as well. I know, like for me with Father's Day, I was looking through lots of old photos, like so many old memories of my childhood and stuff coming up. And so, you know, it's a good time for healing and nostalgia and seeing the abundance and having gratitude for your life and everything, all your experiences. Yeah, cool, Sam, citrine, I love that. It'd be a cool birth crystal. So, yeah, basically make a wish, because at this point it's going to come true, you know. That's what it's saying. Believe. Commitment. So if we are willy-nilly throwing around ideas with the universe, what it is we want, instead of getting really clear and deciding what we want, it's going to be tricky for the universe to bring you what you want. It's like when you keep chopping and changing your orders for a chef, they're going to be like, 1, high maintenance. 2, what am I making this person? Are they vegan or gluten-free? What is it? Yeah, at some point they're going to just tell you to leave the restaurant. So it's like, what do you want? Commit to it so that the universe can bring it to you. Yep. So wish, abundance, manifesting what it is that you want. Right. So, Dioptase, the healing heart. So no, like it's interesting, we're moving into a different color spectrum here. So the heart is where it's at. What does your heart need? What does your heart yearn for? What does your heart want? You know, it's like we're expanding into more heart-based energies. Again, desire. What do you want? It keeps coming back. Desire. What does your heart want? Really desire in your heart of hearts. Ten of Pentacles is one of the best cards in the whole deck. So it's like your dreams coming true, the culmination of all that you have sown over, you know, however long. And it's a really good, beautiful family time as well, and having what it is that you've prayed for. So things are really coming in to make your heart happy. You know, and so it's kind of like the bigger story arc of what you've been asking for and manifesting over time. And then, you know, you can still ask for little things in amongst all of that, because it's a really prosperous, amazing time. I've pulled more than just one card or 3 cards for the action step because they just wanted to keep coming. So the action step is actually 3. Lots of cards. So anyway, release, let go of what isn't serving you. I love this. Apophyllite, astral travel. I mean, if there's anyone out there that's like into, you know, working with your dreams and, you know, with your soul energy while you sleep, this is like a really, really good card for that. Apophyllite's a really high level crystal. I mean, I haven't said like, oh wow, this crystal's like more low vibration, because none of them are. Like, how do I differentiate between high vibration from high vibration? It's like the other ones like I was saying is like more around that third eye and mastery of your power and using it with integrity. This is more like angelic energy. I hope that helps. So King of Pentacles. So this could be a dude. This could actually be, you know, a person, a beautiful, earthy, or, you know, got his shit together financially kind of man. But it also is to own these qualities within yourself too, of like taking care of business, releasing distrust of men, releasing your distrust of yourself, being able to take care of business, all of that kind of stuff. And then that's such an interesting mix, isn't it? So bringing in your gifts through from your soul energy to help you to be more grounded, to help you to manifest the financial abundance and the groundedness that you seek. So grounding in your soul energy kind of almost seems a little bit opposite, but it's like through learning from opposites. So spiritual versus material, let's say, bringing the two together and releasing our resistance that they are actually one and the same. If you're living in your soul energy, then you start to manifest in your physical from your soul vibration, which means that it's in integrity with who you are and what you're about. And so just releasing that which you don't want to be doing, that isn't in alignment with your soul. Cute. More pentacles. There's so many pentacles. Love it. Beautiful. So another, like the 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles is like wish fulfilled card. So what is it that you've been going for? And see how we've got all these angels up here, these spiritual guardians to help you to manifest your prayers, wishes, and intentions. Another like angelic crystals, so the Herkimer diamond. So bringing in really, really like almost like seraphim angel level and angels, and then oneness, recognizing, realizing we are all one, and allowing your soul team to help you, your soul, your guides and angels and what have you. And then we've got abundance. So that's come up a few times now with that prosperity, manifesting your dreams, all of that. So focus on what you want, be clear, let go of the negativity as it comes up, because, you know, if we're going for things that we want, quite often the negativity might come out of us, purge out of us, or it might, you know, come in through other people, but that's just a mirror of our own stuff too oftentimes. I mean, if we don't have it within, it won't bother us if people say, oh, you can't do that or whatever. We'll just ignore it, you know, move on. So just believe, basically. Just believe. And then finally, freedom. Having what we want, to live the life that we dream of. Dream work. So that goes back to what we were talking about before with that alternative realities. Working with your soul energy, working with your subconscious mind through your dreams. So there's lucid dreaming and things like that we can learn how to do. And then the Six of Swords allows us to move on, move forward. So Lady Portia, so she's a really beautiful, amazing, high vibration. I believe she's the twin soul of Saint Germain, who is amazing, Ascended Master. So her energy is about the divine feminine leadership coming in the future, and obviously in the now, because we are the bridge for the future. So yeah, it is time. It's time for moving on. Normally the Six of Swords would be associated with air travel and things like that too. So you know, there's not too much of that going on at the moment, but it can also be you know, travel generally if we were taking a trip and things like that, but it can just mean moving on in our life, moving forward. That's a lot of cards. So I will take photos of those. I will post them in the comments if I can. I'm pretty sure I can with lives. It's slightly different. So I'm jumping over to my Awaken Your Goddess Within group to do live card readings for people. Anyone that's in there wants to jump in and have a card pulled for them, then I will be doing that. So welcome, Sam, beautiful goddess. Yeah, so if anyone wants a more personalized reading, you can request to join if you haven't already, and I will do a reading for you. Or if you're already in there, jump in, get ready. I'm moving over there very soon. Mwah. Love you all. Talk to you soon. Bye.